Well, welcome to the news. I'm Kent Adams, and in case you have been under a rock the last week or something, Ozzie, my guest, has been a bit in the news. Ozzie, welcome to the program. How are you doing today?
Doing good.
Good to have you. Good to see you. You just did a badge report a little while ago that will be put up and so forth. But I wanted to talk to you about, you know what, the Camp Hope,
Camp Hope.
or whatever it's called.
Ken, I refuse to call it Camp Hope because it
Yeah.
represents anything but.
Yes, yes. It's finally, I was pleased to see what you said and what you've done and what you're doing, okay? It's going to upset some folks out there, including the establishment that has basically sat on their hands for I don't know how long, a year at least, okay? Longer than that if we really want to go back in time. And it's about time, as the chief law enforcement officer of Spokane County, that's your job. And thank you for stepping up and doing that. Why do you think we have such a problem out there, and with realizing how to solve the problem? We've put in the Trent facility that's now open, and other kinds of things, but we continue to give support, if not giving it directly, by lack of direction, to people like Jules, whatever the name is, I forget her name and so forth, who I've heard from liberals tell me, watch out, Kent. Watch what she's doing, okay? And I've heard that, which surprised the heck out of me, that liberals were even telling me that more than a year ago. So enough of my opening. What can we do as a community to come together and support what you and your officers are going to be doing in the next 30 days?
Ken, one of the things that amazes me about this is you asked me, why can't we fix this?
Yeah.
Because there's no will to fix this.
Yeah.
People make money.
They do,
by
don't
this.
they?
They do.
Yes.
People line their pockets with our tax dollars
Yes.
through grants. Right now, Karma says $25 million lined up to pour into this, and they just gave Jules Helping Hands another $1 million, I understand, simply to catalog who's into camp.
Yeah.
You mean that you haven't been doing this all this time? You don't have a roster. If you don't have a roster, you don't know who's there. How do you know what programs they're going to, or what they're doing, or whatever programs
they
they're
effective?
in? Are they effective?
Yeah.
But here's the reality. There have been no programming out there. It's been hit and miss. Some organizations have had success.
Yeah.
The Guardian Foundation, Michael Shaw's group, he said, Sheriff, I've been working down there. We've taken 60 people out of the camp, but this needs to stop. This
Yes,
needs to go
yes,
away.
yes.
And, but where's the coordination? And quite frankly, if what Jules Helping Hands was working, if what they were doing was working,
We'd
why
see
did it
fewer
grow?
out there, wouldn't we?
Why did it grow? Because they only had 20 people out there to begin with. You're telling me that they couldn't help 20 people? It wasn't about helping people, because people forget what this is. This is a protest.
Yes.
Jules Helping Hands organized a protest. It started at City Hall. City Hall, they bumped it out to the neighborhoods of Thor Freya on DOT property.
Right.
And out of sight, out of mind for downtown. But those pure people that live in that neighborhood now, I ran into one, Kent,
Yeah.
at Valley Fest.
Yes.
During the parade.
Oh, I bet you got a mouthful.
And what I heard from them was, Sheriff, I used to be able to walk to a neighborhood with my kids. I used to let my kids play out in the neighborhood. Now we want to move, but they're working folk. All
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
they're lower middle class working folk, and I can't find something I can afford. Plus, the interest rates are killing me. Plus,
Right.
I can't get anything for my house because no one wants to buy my house because I'm right there, out my front door. Who speaks for these people?
Yeah.
They elected people to do that, but I finally went, Kent, if no one will speak for these people, I will speak for these
Yes.
people, and
And thank you.
and we're done.
Yeah. It's a Lisa Brown who wants to be mayor. It's a Brian
this
Beggs.
is political.
Yes, it is political. It's Brian Beggs. It's the two council members that have that area in here. They don't want it down here anymore. It is. It's all political, and I'm tired of it. And I think all my friends, even my liberal friends, are getting tired of it. This woke thing is ridiculous. We've got to help these people.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what it comes down to, though. It's not just moving them out. It's helping
not.
them, isn't it?
And our plan, contrary to what the media would have you believe, I mean, KXLY headline, Sheriff vows to arrest and remove. Here's what I said when I was asked what we were going to do. I'm not going to tell you what my tactics are going to be.
Yeah.
I said, I'm not telling you.
No.
But our tactics are going to be try to get them help.
Yes.
For 2 weeks prior to date certain you leave, we're going to have as much help coalesce together to get you job, housing, whatever you need to get out of that lifestyle, you will be presented.
Yeah.
At date certain, those who didn't take that help,
It's by.
we're closing it down.
Yeah.
That is the way it will be. But the media is not our friend on this.
No.
The media, they're using it as that typical, sensationalized stories. Oh, you get people to read, but they're not telling people the truth.
Yeah. No. Well, and we've got the Sean Vestals, and we've got the Channel 4,
reads that
and we've
guy
got some of
anymore?
the others out there that are all pointed in one direction, and I'm tired of it. I think there needs to be some balance in this town, and
Exactly.
we're working to achieve that here. Anything? What can we as the public do to support you and your folks?
The public outpour of support for what we're doing is amazing.
Yes, it appears
But
that
I
way.
don't think that our media and some of our politicians on the left believe the amount of people that are done with this.
Yes.
So if you want to help me, it's time your
Speak up.
voices be used.
Yes.
And we've already been hit with an individual that told us basically, you go do this, we'll stand against you. It'll be a protest. They sent it to me already. I understand there are people on the left trying to organize a protest if we try to do anything.
Right.
Well, maybe it's time that we, the people, use the same tactics these activists love to use against society.
Yeah.
Maybe it's time we, the people, come out in mass and go down to City Hall and go, we are done.
I agree.
Listen to us.
I agree. Yeah.
Use the tactics used by them.
When is the deadline?
The deadline, I talked to the mayor today. We have things in the work there. Believe it or not, folks, things are moving now.
Yeah.
It's amazing what happens when you go, we're done.
Yeah.
Things are moving. I was asked, can we extend the deadline because the city wanted it out by October 14th. I chose that day because that's what the city wanted. Can we move it out? I went, all right, Mayor, November 10th is it. I'm not willing to go anywhere past November 10th. And that is the hard deadline.
Okay.
That will not move, period.
Okay.
November 10th is the deadline.
Okay.
So
we can come out and back you.
yes.
Okay.
So what that gives the citizen,
Yes.
those out there that are tired of this, it gives you enough time to start going and making your voice heard.
Yeah.
They need to be bombarded with emails, phone calls. The same tactics the activists use against us. It is time for us to bomb them. And, Jules Helping Hands needs to be, understand that this needs to end. Use your voice, magnify your voice, and tell our elected officials and I don't care what label they want to
Right,
use,
right.
that this needs to end, because I'm as much
And
frustrated.
it's both sides.
It
you
is.
need to talk to your
To
friends on
both
the right,
sides.
but also to the left. They need to hear from you.
because
Probably more than
right.
those who support what you're doing.
Exactly.
You know?
Because I'm slightly miffed at those on the right, because all I hear from them is, we're a minority, we can't do anything, we're a minority. No, you have a voice.
Yes.
Give the voice of the people to the other side. You were elected, so that means you had the majority. It's time for you to bring that majority voice of your district to play, to bear. You represent these people. Bring your voice to bear. I am tired of hearing, we're a minority, we can't do anything. No, that is why you are the minority,
Yep.
is because you won't do anything.
Good. Ozzie, you said it great. We'll be there. The community that provides jobs, that pays the taxes, and puts up with it in our neighborhoods, will be there to be supportive.
We need that.
We will do that. Join us, okay?